I always wanted your thoughts because I don't see you talk about her much. Candace Owens. You don't ever talk about it. I guess maybe because the podcast don't really go there and
they don't. I got a great deal of respect for her.
Okay.
But then I don't because she got a white boyfriend. She got a white husband. Where do her confidence come from?
Her husband.
There you go. Yeah.
That's where mine come from.
There you go. So that's where she lose me at.
Cause it's
a white man ain't for us, for what she talking. For her to be so brutal and convicted by the things she say to us and go in there and eat that white dick, her lip needs to be closed to the black folk. She can't talk to me. She eat white dick. Our problem ain't her problem no more. That white man treating her way worse than how we getting treated in society. When he white men are brutal. They're like cavemen sexually. They're not intimate. They'll stick their fist down your motherfucking throat. If you know, yeah.
He do.
Well, welcome on into another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. And today we're discussing Candace Owens and Charleston White. Well, Charleston White have something to say about Candace Owens. Some of Candace Owens' points I do agree with, but at the same time, I think that she's fighting the wrong fight. That's a whole nother thing. We're going to break Candace Owens down and how her grieving for Charlie Kirk, I understand because that's her friend and XYZ. But as far as some of her standpoints, the points that she stands for, you know, it's like I'm for her. I get it because some of the things are relatable. But then I look at not what she do, not what she say, but what she do, and what she does don't really align with what she's saying. Let me repeat, what she does really don't align with what she's saying. I don't really think that she played this feminine role to the best of her ability because she's career chasing. She say that she homeschooled the kids and XYZ, but that's not really traditional. She's supposed to be a conservative, but they have some viewpoints that really doesn't make sense. But I can agree with Charleston on this one. Let me know what you guys think, though, about it. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it.
Keep her pregnant now.
And he don't talk. So yeah, no. So she lashes out. So yeah.
She don't ever smile.
Well, that's what I was just about to go there when I say I take back lashing out. I see a lot of displaced anger. When y'all see me talking, it's more frustrated from working and doing the work and seeing what I'm seeing. I see more displaced anger when she talking our conditions and going home to that brutal cave boy. White boy brutal with that half-cooked dick. So, everybody know that.
Do you feel like black men just never... Why do you feel like Candace Owens is so hard on our community? Like, what do you think happened to her?
I personally believe that if you don't talk about our community, you really don't get... It's like, I look at it like this, right? Every race of people make money off our community, but us as a conglomerate. Every race, and let me know if I'm incorrect. Let me know if I'm correct. Every race makes money off of us black people, right? So what happens if they stop making money off of us? Even the news make money off of us. The stores, all the businesses, we spend the most money in the world as a collective, but we don't do anything as a collective. So what happens is we would just to say, you know what? We're done with every racial group. Let's just focus on ours. I believe the moment that happens, everything else will fall. Trillions of dollars will not be circulated anymore. You know, so I kind of see that she actually has a high click rate because of what she's talking about. You know, she talk about our problems, right? She don't talk about the other side problems. She only talk about our problems. Now, she did get into some things with Charlie Kirk and exposing the government and the military and making those connections. But I always wondered, I said, well, and something isn't sitting right with me, but let me know what you think. Check out the guy, Marquette Devon Burton, right? He talks about Israel and talks about politics and everything else. His channel got canceled just for even speaking about it. But Candace Owens, on the other hand, it seems like she could talk about whatever. She don't get canceled. So are you part of the problem? Because if you was a direct threat, I'm sure they would have snipped you by now. Or are you just kicking the can down the road? I never really got that part. Maybe I'm the first to say it. Can we talk about it? We're just having a healthy discussion. Let's continue.
She doesn't really talk about her upbringing.
Because the community was hard on her, whether it was her mother.
So you feel like white folks just accepted her?
Well, the community was hard on me. I'm down here working with y'all kids. Y'all with me, calling me a snitch. So that's where my frustration and lashing out came from. The community was hard on me.
But you still black women.
Yeah. Hell, you like motherfucker.
So you feel like Candace Owens wants a black man or wanted one?
I think she had one. And it left that scar that causes resentment. And make you bitter.
She's dominating right now. I'm talking about her average live is about 300,000 people. And I heard that they're mostly white people.
Well,
that makes sense.
Between me and Candace Owen.
Okay. I'm surprised y'all haven't sat down together.
She avoid me as most women who talk like her should. I'm a cussing motherfucker. So they don't know what role I may play. I'm too unpredictable for a producer. I'm too unpredictable. But if you give me a script, I'll follow the script. If you pay me enough money and give me a script, I stick to the script. But right now I ain't got no script, so I'm free to say what I want to say. Yeah. But it's wise for her to avoid me. She don't have the black experience that I have. You can't shame me because I have a great mother. I was raised in the American school system. I thrived in. I went into I didn't go into a prison system. I didn't go.
See, what he said was kind of, they don't really know what character he may play. And I think that could be a part of his actual advantage. It's his vantage point. Now, some people we can't sit with because you have predictive programming, predictive suggestion, and, they want to control the narrative. I think with him, they don't know how to control the narrative. They don't know what he may say, but the mystery always sells. And I think that's why his marketing scheme is actually genius to me, because mystery or being mysterious will always sell. Let me know if you agree.
I went to a jail system. I went into a boarding school boys' home and was nurtured there. I got 2 kids by one woman whom I was married to. If you take me away from the things I say online and the internet persona, most people can't go back and forth with me. I was in my children's life. I don't have any felony convictions. I've never beat a woman. I don't have, you see what I'm saying? I don't have no abuse. So none of that centers over me. You can only keep me, well, you said this online, but what have I done in life?
But I mean, when you think about it, she is attacking white people.
Well, she's doing that now out of anger, hurt, and grief.
Because she's been changing her views on it.
I believe that she's 100% in the grieving process, and people grieve differently, right? Because first she stood with Israel, and that kind of made sense to why she never got canceled. She was part of Turning Point, right? And if she was part of Turning Point was funded by Israel, if you want to look at the books. So if you look at the books and you say, I kind of see why, because knowingly or not knowingly, she was making the money too. Or at least indoctrinating these kids and basically piloting the future to be conservative, right? Or not to rebel against a certain group that may not have your best interest. Let me know if you agree. But then she switched it up when allegedly, hypothetically, that group was somewhat responsible for Charlie Kirk's death. She flipped the whole thing over. This is why I say, why haven't she been canceled yet? Is it a flip over, or is this just a play? Ask yourself that.
It's real as well too.
She's doing that out of hurt. She's grieving. So why? So
grieving what though?
Charlie Kirk and her were good friends.
Yeah.
Great friends.
Indeed.
And all of a sudden he just comes up dead. And nobody have any real answers. So the grief, the first process of grief is shock, then anger.
Right.
It's a process.
Why do you think, even though you say the same people that killed JFK and we still don't know who they are?
The shot was too perfect.
Extremely perfect.
Yeah, the shot was too perfect.
It was extremely perfect, and it went straight. You know, when a child is shooting, especially like in a black community.
Marksman, military, too perfect, too orchestrated, too many alibis on people saying I did it, and it's footage that you can't see, and they cleaned up the scene so swiftly, and they didn't have time to process this. The FBI is withholding information. They don't want to show you the Dairy Queen video. They don't want to show you even the guy I believe that they so-called arrested for his murder. I don't even think that's the guy. It don't add up. It don't add up. But as far as the storyline, excellent narrative. Storyline was brilliant. It was like a movie, right? Except I've seen this movie a few times. And you know what happens when you watch the same movie over and over again? You kind of predict the end and you kind of know what's going on throughout the whole process. So you just let it play all out. Let me know if you agree.
We got guns, bitch. We shooting up the building. Bow, 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 bow. You see how they kill young dog?
Yeah.
And I don't talk about death, so my condolences are to the families that we're discussing right now. That's why I didn't discuss Charlie Kirk when he died, because I think about the aftermath of the family, the kids.
So this what really made me come back and apologize.
Because you did end up an apology.
Yeah, well, because I didn't mean the things I really said. I'm pushing the limits of free speech. I'm not connected to nobody's death, so I don't grieve and feel sorry for death. My question is, who tricked us and believe us that death is a bad